So, question in English or in French? I would like to ask you in regards to the different strategy 4-2-4 and 1-4-3-3 plays. What are the major differences in the way of playing? Is some one of these game plan reassuring you? This is there's no easy answer. I would need time. I mean, with such a question to answer that properly. But if you have time, let's go. Let's talk about it. So tactically, yes, it makes sense. But there's no team that plays 4-4-3 or 3-5-2 because it's just changing depending on the situation. I give you an example. When we're at the beginning, we're building in 4-4-3. Then once we start progressing through the pitch, it started changing 4-4-3, 3-5-2, depending on what we need. And when we're really getting close to the conclusion phases on the pitch, then the, the formation is changing again. So it is changing depending on how we play. With or without the ball is the same thing. When we pressing high, we may be on a 4-4-3 or 4-4-2, 3-5-2. It really depends on how our opponent is on the pitch. So 4-4-2, yeah, but 4-5-1. I mean, it really depends on the opponent. I can't give you a really precise answer. Tomorrow we will play with, we have a base, the system that we base our game on. But, you know, I don't know if I've been, really, really clear, but it would be better with a board maybe to show you and explain to you. We're entering a phase where the games are very important and have a great impact on the results. So we see that the team is improving collectively and on their game. Is this a real test tomorrow? Also mentally, has this team the ability to go further in this competition? We, yes, the competition could be really short. It is a very complicated group, and the ranking is really close, as you can see. And it's true that now every game is decisive. It's knockout style. Two teams could be qualified already tomorrow, depending on the results. So I think until the last day, um, we don't know. I'm sure that my team is ready though, and ready to play, to be competitive on the pitch, and that's what we've been proving throughout the entire season. I have no doubt. What I hope is that the Parc des Princes, the stadium is, if the stadium is really is noisy and yeah, and we really rely on our fans to to push us. Yeah, we really need our fans and our stadium, and we need them to be on fire, to be really excited, and this and Newcastle knows how to put pressure on a team, so we really need to 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 play properly. Newcastle have been really impressive physically. Do you think this would be a key tomorrow and maybe an aspect that your team has to improve on? If you've seen the last matches against Chelsea, yes, physically it's really incredible. Six players are putting so much pressure. They can pressure like eight players at the same time, and this intensity in their game and this pressure is something that we need to be prepared for. You've been very precise with what you're expecting from your players. And does your team does your team really reflect what you're expecting from them? The team is not exactly playing the way I am precisely. I'm going to be honest with you. But we're still in a process. We're we're still studying the game. We discovering things. I can still we can still as the staff with the team help our players to reach the goals that we're expecting what we're expecting from them. But yeah, obviously there are a lot of things that I like, with our team individually. There's also everyone has the willingness to play the right way and according to what we're trying to build together. You have Gonzalo and Kolomwani in offense, and who are great players. Can you tell us what they're bringing to you in your game? C'est vrai que j'ai Ramos et Kolomani, mais j'ai aussi Barcola. I also got Barcola. Yeah, I'm really lucky, fortunate to have all these players playing in this position in nine. But I have Kolomani, Bradley. But as a coach, I think the, my main quality as a coach should be to be able to find everything. I need to make sure that every player can give their best in the right position. So Kolomani and Gonzalo are different players. The other one is more of a yeah. They can definitely hit the ball. They are also really young players. Kolomani can go really fast, and he also play in a central position with the under 21. I like that. I like him to play in that position as well. Bradley can definitely help us. So I'm fortunate to have these players. Uh, you've mentioned it, the role of the fans. So as far as the atmosphere and the fans, how important do you think this is for you in a match? The impact of the fans. At this level, games that we play at home are so important. They're so key. The crowd is is definitely a key for us. It's helped us in the past. We've seen it. But the more the players can connect with their fans and the easier for them. Again, it is during difficult situations that the fans would really help us. And in this competition, it's already the end of the group phase. There's only two games left. It could be very decisive tomorrow, crucial. And yeah, this is how we view this game. It's a very important game and crucial for us. Newcastle is a team, so they have players like Admiral and Gordon, or really good players. How do you how do you brief your team to be more aware of these players and how they should play against them. It doesn't matter what the team and the match. We have to keep the ball. No, we have to prevent the opportunities. We have to make sure to stay as close as the goals. We have to. It's always the same thing. We're trying to remain in their half of the pitch, and our way to. We have to make this match difficult for the other team. We have to be really focused and clinical. We need to be clinical, and we need to play at a very high level tomorrow to be able to win. In your mind, do you think Vitinha and Leah have the same position? And is it excluded that they're playing together? Would they play together at the same time? No, I think great players can always play together in a team. They could play on the wings or more as midfielders. Both could be in the starting players. One could be a little bit more in the center, and it's also possible that one of them could not play at the same time. So you probably know Dembele since Barca. You watch his matches. Is he the same player? Do you think he's evolved? And what do you think he can bring, maybe different from when he was playing in Barcelona? Yeah, of course. I know Dembele. I've known Dembele for a while, especially when I was in Barcelona. We wanted to recruit him there when he was playing in Rennes in France. And he did not want to come to Barcelona at the time. There was a lot of competition back then, so he didn't want to come. But he's a different player. He's a singular player. And now that I know him personally, I know he's a really professional level. It's someone who's always asking for the ball, is never scared to do anything. He's also really confident. And I'm so thankful to have such a player. And I think he's different from the old Dembele playing in Barca, because here we try and ensure that he he doesn't only play in the wings, but more in centrally. And yeah, before you were really focusing on the goals and all that and the assist, but this person is generating so much on the pitch. There's always one, two, or three teammates who are free thanks to his movement on the pitch. He's really disturbing. He's like the most disturbing players for the defensive lines. Coach, you think you said you were far from the level that you're expecting for your team, but we still see that your team is improving. For instance, against Monaco, how smooth the game is becoming. But what's missing really for the team, for where you want to be? Maybe I was maybe too sincere, and I should have lied to you and said yes, I'm satisfied. Okay, but not really. We're really discovering the team. Everyone's discovering, each other. We still need to find the exact style that I need for this team. And also my coaching style as well, or with the national Spanish team. It is different for me too. So, and I'm telling this really sincerely. Um, there's a lot of things that we can still improve on, and we can be a better team. And yes, we are still far from what I'd like to see from this team. And maybe I will be gone. I don't know. Maybe I'd get fired. Who knows? Maybe I wouldn't be able to fine tune that team and find the right. um, the right way. Non, je savais pas grand-chose. J'ai pas été terrain niveau. I haven't, sorry, terrain niveau. I haven't, no, had no news. I wasn't really aware, and I really all my condolences to his friends and his family. And but yeah, unfortunately, these things happen, and we have to accept it.